One of the most important processes that it's going to take some getting used to in our online course this semester is submitting your written work to Blackboard for my assessment. Because this is a process we use for all of our quizzes and all of our exams, and those are a big deal in your grade this semester. Let's use this week to make sure we can iron out any wrinkles in that process as far as the technology goes for you. So here's how to submit your written work to Blackboard for this semester. First of all of your quizzes begin on the Blackboard website. So on Blackboard, jump into the Quizzes tab. Right now you'll see a quiz that's called Quiz 0. The only purpose of Quiz 0 is to help you get used to this process. So use this as an opportunity to get all of the technological questions ironed out. So what you'll do is, first of all, access a copy of the quiz prompts itself by downloading the PDF file that's attached to that quiz. So in my case, that just downloaded it to my browser right here. When you open it up, usually it'll either open up in your web browser, or it'll open up in Adobe Acrobat, or some other program. I'm using a Mac, and so it opens up in Preview. If you don't have PDF Reader software, do download Adobe Acrobat Reader. It's a free download at adobe.com. And so now at this point, if you have an iPad or other sort of handwriting-enabled mobile device, you can, if you choose, just complete your work digitally using your tablet or mobile device or whatever. If you don't, the best way to proceed is just to print. So print a copy of this. We have printers on campus that you can use. Use your printer at home. Most important part is that it prints nice and dark and legible, so that you'll be able to read it, and I'll be able to read it when you submit your written work. After you've printed out your quiz, do your quiz on paper. And I recommend using a pen if you can, or something that makes very dark, legible marks, because when you capture it and upload it, the digital copy that I see is going to be the copy that I assess you on. So if I have trouble reading it, if it's too faint, at the very least, it's going to take some extra days for me to get back in touch with you and you to re-upload it. So just make sure that you're making nice, dark marks on the page. Once you've done all the work on your quiz and completed all the questions, now it's time to capture a copy of it. So my best advice is to download a PDF scanning app to your mobile device. I'm using here a cell phone. You can also use a tablet, but any operating system generally has one that's free and available to you. My favorite is called Adobe Scan. So I'm using an iPhone, but it would look similar if you were using a different flavor of mobile device. So once you're in your scanning app, once you got it launched, just hit the camera button to capture. And in most scanning apps, all you need to do is place the camera over your finished document, hold it steady, as I'm trying to do here. And when you hit that document button in the lower right of the screen, what you'll see is the document has been scanned, and it's been straightened, and everything looks high contrast, and it's very easy to read. This is why I really like these specific PDF scanning apps as opposed to taking a photo. It's really easy to read the stuff that comes across with this. In Adobe Scan, if you happen to get pages captured that you don't need, like I accidentally took this one, you can also throw away one page at a time before you finish your file. And so then I would just hit the Save PDF button in the upper right-hand corner. And that's going to then make a PDF document that has my captured quiz inside of it. To then get this into Blackboard, usually the way that I do it is just by using the Share button. The Share button right there. You can either email it to yourself, share a copy. I'm going to share a copy. And then you can share it into your email, share it into a Dropbox, share it into your OneDrive. I'm just going to airdrop it back to my laptop. Now that you've downloaded, completed, and captured your quiz, the last step is uploading it to Blackboard for assessment. To do that, go into the quiz Dropbox inside of Blackboard by clicking on Quiz 0 in this case. And then where it says Attach Files, just click to browse your computer and browse to the copy of the file that you captured. In my case, it's this scan that shows up right here called Scan January 28th. If you click to open that, you'll then be able to submit your file. If you also have some comments or other links or other things that you'd like to accompany your text submission, you can add them here. But generally, for most of our quizzes and exams, you don't need to do that. One of the other nice things about the PDF scanning apps is that if your exam, for example, has multiple pages in it, they all get bundled into a single file. And so you should only submit a single file when you upload. If for whatever reason you need to submit multiple files, such as if you're revising more than one quiz, for example, in a given week, you could submit those by continuing to attach more files to this as well. But then once you click Submit, that completes the submission process. And then I'll be able to assess what's there when I go to grade your work.